What's up, Mets fans? Welcome back to Talkin Mets and Rob. How is everybody doing? We got some huge Alonso news here, right here on the channel, as there have been some sources, some information coming out that the New York Mets have offered Pete Alonso a contract over the last 24 hours or so, and rumors are starting to spill out a little bit that it's for 3 years, $90 million, and that is something that a lot of people thought probably couldn't happen in the start of the offseason, thinking that there'd be more teams that are in on Pete Alonso. But slowly but surely through the offseason, more and more teams have backed away from Alonso and found another suitor in free agent market or the trade market. And now that a short-term deal can be more likely to get Alonso back to Queens, rumors are 3 years, $90 million that the Mets are offering Pete Alonso. And when Pete Alonso hired Scott Boras, he was not looking for 3 years, $90 million. There was a lot of talk during the season, during last offseason, that Pete Alonso was looking for a $200 million deal, around 7 to 8 years. And this offseason has been anything but eventful for Pete Alonso. All these teams that needed first baseman, none of them seemingly think that they were actually that interested in Pete Alonso as much as a lot of people thought they might be with Pete Alonso. And now it looks like Pete Alonso has one suitor, and that's the New York Mets. And yeah, there might be another team out there or two that we're not really hearing of that might go further or higher in years and money to obtain Pete Alonso. But as of right now, in the last 24 hours or so, reports are coming out slowly but surely that the Mets have offered Pete Alonso 3 years, $90 million, $30 million a year. Of course, we don't know if there's any opt-outs, but there is a report saying that there's an opt-out after every year, which is another interesting factoid for Pete Alonso and the New York Mets. It doesn't hinder the Mets over the next couple of seasons, and the opt-out is also in the first year as well, which means Mets can have an opportunity to sign Vladimir Guerrero Jr. after this season. And I think that is where eyes are going to start opening here if you're a Mets fan, because you can get a great year out of Alonso in another contract year, and he can go back on the market, and the Mets can go full bore after Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Not saying that that's likely, that's possible, but it leaves the window open for the Mets to not pay that $30+ million a year for Pete Alonso and get the younger Vladimir Guerrero Jr. for even more years, more money, but you're getting a younger Vladimir Guerrero Jr. for a couple more years younger at first base. I do wonder if this is the offer that is on the table for Pete Alonso. Is he going to take it? Because where else is he going to go? That's the problem that everybody's trying to figure out. And Pete Alonso seems like he's between a rock and a hard place, but $30 million a year isn't bad for what most first basemen are getting. And I know he was looking for the highest paid first baseman in baseball, but when you're not one of the best first basemen in baseball and you're probably third or fourth on the list, guess what? You're not going to get the deals that you sought out to get. And now, maybe looking back on when the Mets offered him a deal in the offseason that was fairly team-friendly, but it was also a fair deal for Pete Alonso, you decline that deal, hire Scott Boras, and looking for the big payday, it's probably not going to happen. So, reports are saying 3 years, $90 million with an opt-out after every year, which means it puts the Mets on the table. If this contract is signed by Pete Alonso has a great year, he'll opt out, and it gives the Mets the window and the opportunity to sign Vladimir Guerrero Jr., the younger version, at first base, for more years, more money. If that's the possibility, if that's what they're looking at, this is a perfect opportunity for the New York Mets to get a great year out of Pete Alonso and still get the younger first baseman that some might say are better than Pete Alonso. So 3 years, $90 million with an opt-out. The Mets have an offer on the table for the Pete Alonso. And now we wait and see on this Christmas morning. Will Pete Alonso accept the 3 years, $90 million with opt-outs after every year? Once again, guys, if you enjoyed this video, hit on that like button if you're enjoying my content. Want to see more, want to get notified when I post my videos and when I go live, you guys know what to do. Hit on that subscribe button, everybody. Mets fans, Let me know in the comments what you think. 3 years, $90 million, $30 million a year with an opt-out after every year. Let me know if you like it. Let me know if you think you accept it. And is this contract offered to Alonso meaning the Mets can have a window to go after Vladimir Guerrero Jr. and he becomes a free agent after this year? Let me know in the comments, guys. I want to thank you guys for watching. And as always, Met fans, let's go Mets.
Brooklyn, the Queens, hear the roar from laughter to blood and